The last train. Ethan was late. The final train of the night was already at the station, its screeching brakes echoing through the nearly empty platform. He dashed in, barely slipping through the doors as they closed. The train was eerily quiet, its fluorescent lights flickering. He chose a seat near the back, but something felt off. The other passengers sat unnaturally still, heads bowed as if in prayer. He waved at a woman seated across from him, but she didn't respond. Her face was pale, almost waxy. As the train began to move, the atmosphere grew heavier. Ethan noticed the windows didn't show the city outside. Instead, there was an endless black void. Panicking, he got up to ask the conductor what was going on. Walking through the carriages, he felt like he was being watched. When he turned back, the passengers were all facing him, their heads still bowed, their lifeless eyes glaring from beneath their lash. When Ethan reached the conductor's compartment, he found it empty except for a dusty mirror. As he stared into it, he saw his reflection change. It wasn't him. The figure in the mirror was older, gaunt, with hollow eyes and a twisted grin. Behind him, the passengers began to rise, their movements jerky and unnatural. Ethan backed away, heart pounding, until he stumbled into a man in a conductor's uniform. "You shouldn't be here," the conductor said, his voice hollow. "This train isn't for the living." Ethan pleaded to get off, but the conductor only pointed to the emergency door. With no other choice, Ethan pried it open and jumped into the void. He woke up in his bed, gasping for air. Relieved, he chalked it up to a nightmare until he noticed his reflection in the mirror. It wasn't his face looking back. The faint sound of a train horn echoed in the distance.